Hello, hello there, my crafty friends. It's Candy here from sweetstamper.com with your weekly Facebook Live, and we are going to be all about faux shaker cards tonight. So let's kind of get situated, make sure y'all have found me, make sure I'm broadcasting right side up this time. It is already looking good. Okay, so we're going to have some fun tonight. Welcome, welcome. I have been super busy with holiday activities. I'm sure just like you. I've had quiet holidays over the last few years, but I have all of my grandchildren nearby for the first time in 5 years, and so lots of fun things. My older grandchildren spent the night last night. They are 13, 12, and 10. We went and saw Christmas lights and played games, and we cooked hot breakfast this morning, played more games. Yeah, it's been, and then when they left, I was like, oh my gosh, my brain is like dead. Hey, Corinne, I'm glad you're here tonight. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for sharing my video. That helps me so much. I appreciate that. Welcome, Pam. It's good to see you here tonight. And Tasha and Diana, welcome, welcome. Well, you know, it is getting really close to Christmas, so I thought we would do something different to shake things up. So just a couple of housekeeping things really quick is, this is my host code. And if you order today only, I will send you 4 free PDF tutorials. Right now, Stampin' Up! Is offering, just today, you can get free shipping on your order of $75 or more. So that's my first bit of housekeeping, and I'll kind of keep this handy. And then my second bit of housekeeping is that I'm trying out this awesome new glass mat. Now, this is a brand new Stampin' Up! Item. It costs $60 for demonstrators only. Right now, well, demonstrators were able to get this for a little while, but we can't get it now. And but in January, beginning the 4th, you can get this awesome glass mat for free when you join Stampin' Up! And it comes with 2 other items. I'm going to keep it real, people. I haven't even opened this. This is a little like a little caddy that will stick to your mat. And this is a cleaning cloth where you can clean your mat and other things. I haven't tried, this is the first time I've used this. I've been up to my eyeballs in grandkids. I got the younger grandkids coming tomorrow, and right in the middle of all of my stuff that I'm doing, and then helping my other son who just launched a spice line on he is a chef, and he has a, what do you call it? He's in the culinary space, and he has an e-commerce store, and he just launched some new products. But he's overseas, so mom is helping with that. So there is just not a spare moment, and this is what keeps me sane. So welcome, welcome, Lisette, and yeah, Corinne, you love your grandkids, but yeah, there's a reason we have those little ones when we are young. One other bit of housekeeping I wanted to show you is the thing I'm going to be featuring tonight to make these faux shaker cards is our clear envelopes. Now, this is, you can actually mail with these, so you can actually put a card in here. Let me show you. So if I were to put this card in here, I can actually mail in this clear envelope. The only little challenge is you have to use what I call the butterfly stamp. It's the stamp that's, well, it used to be 70 cents. It's more than that now. I think it's about $1. I think it's about $1. But it is for hand canceling. So, you know, it kind of depends, to be honest, with your post office. If you're in a smaller town and you know your post office, they'll oftentimes send these out for just a regular stamp. But you can mail with these. Hello, Carol from South Carolina. Welcome, welcome. And hello, Yolanda. So you can actually mail with these clear envelopes. A lot of us use these to protect our cards. So if you, like this one here, if you wanted to store this, keep this, sell this at a craft show, you can take your card and put it in one of these clear envelopes for protecting. Hi, Margaret. But what I'm going to do with it tonight is I'm going to use it as for a faux shaker. Now, let me show you where you can find these because they're a little bit hidden. So on page 135 of your annual catalog, there are envelopes, and there are 3 types. There are very vanilla, which you're familiar with, basic white, which you're familiar with, and then there's clear, which you may not be as familiar with. Now, the very vanilla and basic white, you get 40 in a package. The clear, you get 50. All of them are $7 per package. So actually a great buy. So let me just show you. This is a traditional shaker card. And this was just the quickest one I could find. And this is the shaker element with some birdseed, really cool card. And you can see here that it's all popped up on these dimensionals. And it's got a clear window sheet, which you have to cut, and dimensionals, which you have to cut to fit. Really fun, not difficult. It's just a little bit more time consuming. The Faux Shaker card is quick and easy, and you know, that's usually my jam. I'm a quick and easy girl. So let's start with these pieces right here. Now I'm using Berry Burst cardstock, and I'm using, this is from our annual catalog. This is the, let's see, it's part of this whole suite. Bright and Beautiful. Bright Beautiful Designer Series paper. Really happy, bright colors, and that's exactly what I'm looking for. And I'm going to be using these silver loose sequins. So they come in 2 different sizes here. Some are smaller, some are larger. Now, let me just show you one other thing by way of instruction. So these are the loose dots, loose frosted dots. These are in the online exclusives. We have some other loose dots coming in our mini catalog. These are a little bit thicker. They're not thick, but they're a little bit thicker. To me, these work better with a traditional traditional shaker card versus the faux. I like it to be a little bit flatter for the faux shaker. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to start by putting, this is just a piece of Designer Series paper cut at 5 1/4 by 4. And I'm going to let this Designer Series paper do all the work for me. Now, having said that, before I pop it in there, one of the things I do love about this glass mat is it gives you a really firm, really straight, completely flat surface. That is really good for stamping. I'm going to take the stamps that I'm using for this card. Is something you might not think of. This is Irresistible Blooms. Love, love, love the greetings here, and I really like this paint spatter, which is what I wanted to use here. So honestly, you know, faux shaker cards are perfect for even brand new stampers can use this. You don't have to be, you know, really experienced. You don't have to have a lot of equipment. You can just, you know, if you just have some greetings and some pretty paper, you can pretty much do this. Now you can see how I'm just kind of amping up the background here with my little spatter stamp. And I think that's probably enough. Give it just a little bit more oomph because I need a nice bright or dark background for these silver sequins to show up with. Now, I think that new little mat, not mat, the little cloth would probably clean my stamps, but I don't even have it wet yet or anything. I haven't tried it out. So I'm willing to try this out on camera for the first time, but not the other bits. I think I need to work with those a little bit. Okay, so now I'm going to take this and I'm going to pop this in here. And I want it to face out. So I want my flap to be on the back. I don't want it to show. And I'm going to pop this, let me put this underneath here so you can see. I'm going to bring this all the way down. I want to tuck it all the way to the very, very far piece of both sides here. Now, I'm going to bring this down so that it's all the way to the edge. And I'm going to use my bone folder, believe it or not. This is going to help me to get a little bit of a crease in this clear envelope. And truth be told, this is not the first time I've used this clear envelope, so it has a little bit of a crease already there, and I need to do that. Hey, Linda, welcome, Kathy and Crystal. Good evening, good evening. So now I'm going to take this other side, and I'm also going to give it a really good crease. And again, you wouldn't think, you know, this acetate plastic that you'd need to, but it really does make a difference. Now, the adhesive that I need, it should be in front of me, but it's not. I even got to roll out to, I need my tear and tape. Where are you? Let's see. These are from Paper Pumpkin Kits, so there may or may not be a lot of tape on here, but I'm going to take this tear and tape and I'm going to run it right along here so that I can get that little, I want that flap, this extra bit, I want that to lay down really, really flat. Now, my friend Blanca made this cool piece for me. That is supposed to help me with my little, with my tear and tape. So now that is going to be really firm, just the way I want it. I forgot to put that stuff inside. Phooey candy. What are you thinking? Can I get it open? Lord have mercy. I got ahead of myself. Not the first time I have done that. Okay. I forgot the all-important ingredient. I'm going to have to. Let's get another envelope. Okay. Backtrack. The most important part. See, this has already been used once. Not the best idea. So we'll get a fresh one for the next card. So let's put some stuff in here. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to tell you that less is more with this. If you get too much, it's like your card won't really, I want that to shake around in there. And if you get too much, it like bows it out. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to where I was. And I've got an errant sequin there that I don't want there. Now let's start again with this process. So tuck in your paper first, then your sequins, and then we are going to start doing the keeping our flaps closed and really sealing our sequins so that they don't go anywhere. I'm getting it right along the edge there, and tear and tape works really, really well for this because it's really, really firm. I mean, it's really strong, and it's perfect for this acetate. Okay, so now I'm just going to fold this over, and we are going to crease it really well with that bone folder. And now I am going to take, look at there. Fun, huh? Now I'm going to take this and I'm just going to tape it to the front of my card so that it's going to shake. So this is like super, super easy. I mean, anybody can do this. Like I said, this can be done by a brand new stamper. Great way to use up those kind of sequins you might have lying around. A lot of us do. Let's be honest. And I do want to put this all the way around because I don't want this acetate flying out, coming up. And you know, some people do, see there, I'm at the end because this is from a kit. Some people like really like want to have this trimmed down perfect and everything. Like, you know me, I'm the shortcut girl. And the other thing I think with this is it's really designed, tear and tape is designed to where you can tear it. So the way I was taught when we first introduced this is it's just like using, I'm going to bring it over here. It's just like using, what do you call it? Masking tape, which means you can just tear it. I'm at the end of another one. Okay, I think I need to get some new tear and tape out. Let's see. Oh, Lord have mercy. I had one right in front of me. Let's see if I can find it. It's probably right under like this catalog or something that I put down. Okay, Candy, where is it? Donde está mi tear and tape? Okay, where are, I see it. Okay, so we need just a little bit more over here. The next card we're going to do is going to be a Thinking of You with a snowy scene. And we're going to do it where our paper's a little bit different, a little bit of a different dimension. So now I'm just going to lift this up all the way around. And a lot of you, or I should really say a lot of us, have extra tear and tape from our paper pumpkin kits. They've been using that a lot in the paper pumpkin kits. And they use it a lot in the kits collection. I've been doing a lot of kit events, and you end up with some extra bits of tear and tape. But you can just buy it by the roll. The rolls you get in the kits are not as large. They don't have as many, feet of the tear and tape on there. Okay, now I am just going to pop this right on the front. And again, this is a 5 1/4 by 4-inch piece of Designer Series paper. I'm guessing that I put probably a 1/2 tablespoon of sequins in there if you wanted to measure. And look at that. Isn't that happy and fun? I love it. Super quick, super easy, and this will mail for a single stamp. There's no extra, bulk to it or anything like that. Now I have this. Let's take this and go back to our paint spatter. I do like to bring the same elements inside my card. So that's going to be a cute inside. And then I'm just going to do a super simple greeting because there's a lot going on there. Whoever's going to get my card, I don't want them being like overwhelmed with awesomeness. I want them to be excited about this little shaker. And the thing about shaker cards is that whether you're young or old, whether you're a boy or a girl, they make you smile and they make you want to shake. Now, I do have something to put my greeting down, and I'm going to use a little piece. I just ran just a little tag, and I'm going to put this "Hooray, it's your day," and just do a simple greeting on here because, like I said, it's really, we have a lot going on here already. Hooray, it's your day. Now, personally, I like to put these flat. You could pop it up on dimensionals, but I don't want to have too much puffy going on here because I want to be able to mail this simple. Now, I will say I don't like to put this glue on here. I need seal on this. I prefer a dry adhesive. You could use mini glue dots. You could use your, oh, come on, baby. You could use your mini glue dots. You could use a whole host of things. So I'm just going to pop that like so, and just to polish it up, add one little element. Let's see, what can I do here? Let's take, this might be a little bit bulky. I'm going to add this twine, and I'm just going to, personally, I don't like that hole. I don't like that hole that's not filled in some way. So I'm just going to take this little piece of navy blue twine. I honestly don't even know if this is current or not, but I'm thinking We probably all have some twine. You would have some twine sitting around that would fit whatever you were doing. And again, from my kits that I've been working with, I have a little piece of a glue dot right here. And that's just going to go right there. And boom. I will say, I think the little bit of stamping we did on that piece of Designer Series paper makes a really big difference. I like it a lot. And that is from the same stamp set that has Hooray, It's Your Day, which is Irresistible Blooms. You wouldn't think that that would go there. So, super cute, super happy. And I like, you know, Hooray, It's Your Day. I can put happy birthday in here. I can put happy anniversary. I can put, you know, congratulations on your, you know, your promotion at work, all kinds of things. So that's card number 1. Let's do another version. And I have a piece of Petal Pink because I love Petal Pink. And we're going to do this time a smaller piece. Ostensibly, if I can find it. Where did I put it? Ha, it's hiding in my basket. This is also from the online exclusives. This is the Horse and Sleigh Designer Series paper. This is fabulous for winter cards. And I wanted to do this. And I'm going to do a Thinking of You. I want it to look a little bit like it is snowing. So let me grab a new envelope. Seeing how I mucked up the first one. Okay, so this is the way they come. So this is my brand new one. See, this hasn't been unsealed. It's nice and flat. It's actually easier to work with than one that's used. Surprise, surprise. So now I'm going to, once again, I'm going to take, now this is 5 by 3. So you could get 2 of these out of a single piece of this very pretty, very fun to use Designer Series paper from our online exclusives. Once again, I'm going to get it all the way down in the end and all the way in the side. And now I'm going to, this time, I'm going to remember to put my sequins in next. And I'm just going to open this up. You know, if you wanted to put a little spoon in there and do it that way, you certainly could. Yeah, I'm just going to tip these out. I put a few more in this one, but you know, I think it's going to work. So I like when you can just kind of wing it. Now, this is going to go all the way down here, and this is where when you haven't already used that envelope, it's a lot easier because you're not trying to work against a, you know, a previous crease. Now I'm going to take my tear and tape. This looks like it's near the end of another roll. Lord have mercy. And I'm going to run it right along here because, yep, I'm at the end of another roll. Okay, Candy. I think I need to get, no, yep, I am. Let me get a brand new one out. You'll see the difference. When you have a brand new roll, look at how much tear and tape is on there. That'll last you for a long time. Hey, Gina, welcome, welcome. Okay, so now I'm going to use my tear and tape, and I want to put it right along that edge. Oh, my computer just went black. Okay, I'm still on with my camera. So hopefully I haven't lost my feed anywhere. Let's just see what's going on here. Okay, so now I am going to lift this. Oh yeah, I'm still on. And again, this is a 5" by 3" piece of Designer Series paper. And I want to get that really close. Oh, I didn't, because I had to use 2 pieces, which is not ideal, but it works with your tear and tape. So let's tuck it really tight really tight and then squeeze it down over that tearing tape and then crease it really, really well. Now I kind of have a little extra flap here, but I don't want to cut that off because it's sealed up and I don't want to tempt fate. So there is my shaker element. Now this time, I'm actually going to put it on a layer and then put it on the card front because I didn't use the entire piece. And I could just do that, but I wanted to kind of give it a little bit of a frame. So once again, I'm going to take my tearing tape. This time I have, you could use the empty roll for an, oh, that's a great idea. You could definitely, that's a great circle. So Corinne, that is a great idea for upcycling a little bit of rubbish. Okay, so all along the edges once again, and see this is going to hold everything in place, which is what I need. And just for good measure, once I get all of this, I think I will just kind of tuck that in a little bit. I know it's going to be a little bit thicker, but I think that it's actually going to look better across there. Okay, there. How many of you guys have some loose sequins floating around? You know, used to, not anymore. I used to have a ton of sequins from, I have sequined felt Christmas stockings I made for all of my family. And back in the day, I used to do some of those as Christmas ornaments as well. So I used to have a ton of leftover sequins from all kinds of sewing projects. And then, you know, you get them for your card projects. So this is a great way to just add some fun to your card making with very little effort and very little supplies. Okay, so I did this because I had that extra flap there and I thought, well, just for good measure, make sure everything stays down really well. I'm gonna do that. And then this is where your pick tool is gonna really help you. Yeah, my computer keeps going black, but I'm on, okay. I had that happen before for some reason where my computer kept going black right in the middle of Facebook Live. Well, not my computer, but just the Facebook Live screen. Yeah, there we go, the whole thing. This middle one is my little extra piece for good measure. And then this one here. And we are just going to add this to, so this is 5 by 3. This is, to be honest, this is not quite 5 1/4 by 3 1/4, which is you typically would do, but I actually made it more like 5 3/8 by 3 3/8 because I wanted it to be a little bit, I wanted to make sure I had a good frame all the way around, and I thought this might take up a little bit extra room. So look how pretty my snow is. So now when I'm putting it on the card front, I just use regular, you know, I could use my liquid glue. You know, I'm a seal girl, so this is my what I call basic adhesive of choice. Make sure I'm at the front. How many of you have created your card and put the panel on upside down? Yeah, I think we've all been there, done that. Didn't really want to repeat that. So there is my little shaker. Now I'm going to add just a little tag on here. And once again, I've cut one out from the Taylor tag dies. That might be a little bit big. Ay. Seemed okay when I was doing, okay, I'm gonna bring it down there. And this time I'm going to use, I wanted a really nice thinking of you, and this is another layering leaves. I did this with my Twist Club sometime in the early fall of this year, and I really love these greetings. Might have even been late summer. So I'm going to just tie in with the colors here, and I'm going to use Misty Moonlight. Thinking of you. I might, you know what? I'm going to use that same. Boy, that feels really weird. I think I might need to ink my stamp. Let's see. Nope, it works. I wanted it a little bit soft, And that's working out fabulously for me. I'm just going to do it right like that. I could do it straight, but I think I'm going to do it a little bit angled. Up here, I don't want to cover my trees too much. And here it really cuts them off. So this is where, you know, you just kind of find where it's going to look the best. And again, you see, I've just done a simple tag, a simple piece of twine, really pretty designer series paper, a little bit of stamping on this one, and boom, you have a really, really flash card that you could send to anyone. It will go for a single stamp and guaranteed to bring a smile. Actually, I'm going to bring it down here. Thinking of you. And a little piece of twine using the same twine, Night of Navy twine. Like I said, I'm not sure if this is in that neutrals pack that's in the catalog now, or if this is maybe from last year. I don't know. But I'm thinking we all have some twine. We all have sequins. Again, these are the loose silver. And just a couple of things on here just to have some stamping fun in the middle of the holidays. I've got a great card to send to somebody. You know, the holidays can be really, really bittersweet for some people. They can be really challenging emotionally for people who've lost loved ones during the holidays, or maybe it's their first holiday without that loved one, or sometimes it's just every single year they miss, you know, their spouse, their parent, their sibling, whomever it is. And so thinking of you card sometime during December or January just goes a long way to conveying just your heartfelt sentiments for that friend or family member. So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Super quick and easy faux shaker cards. Make them. Make plenty of them. Let the designer paper do the work for you. Yes, you could do this with stamped images in the background. You could make all kinds of things. But for me, when you're doing these faux shaker cards, you want a really smooth background. So you would not want to put like dry embossing, like an embossing folder back there, because you don't want anything that's going to impede the movement of your sequins. So that is going to just be fun. I'm going to show these to my grandkids when they come next. My older ones, the younger ones, yeah. At 3 and 5, they're not going to be too wowed. Actually, the 3-year-old is a little girl. She might be. But yeah, Griffin, he's too busy riding his bike. He doesn't really, I'm not sure he'd be too interested. So that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Quick and easy faux shaker cards in 2 very different looks. I will post these on my blog. I do have a host code for you, and I will give you 4 free PDF tutorials if you order today. You kind of get double rewards today. I like to, you know, Stamp It Up is giving you the free shipping. So I like to just add my own little extra gift for you, and it's 4 free PDF tutorials. I needed something I could just email to you because I am behind on my customer thank you gifts. I'm still working through a backlog of those, so I didn't need anything else that needed to be shipped out the door. I wanted to be able to just email you something that would still give you some really useful things. So these tutorials all use either new mini catalog items, so things that are coming up, nothing that's retiring, and then also online exclusives. So some great things there. So, hey, Char, I didn't even see you here. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for your enthusiasm. Thank you for your support. I appreciate you ever so much. I hope you stay warm and find someone to love on in the next few days or next week until I see you next Thursday. And if you are all by your lonesome, then find somebody who needs a friend. They are all around us. And yeah, I was just at physical therapy this afternoon. I guarantee you there are plenty of people who need a friend, and you can be that friend to somebody in need. And I always find that when I'm struggling, if I reach out to somebody else who's struggling, yeah, it makes my struggle lessen just a little bit. So that's it. Take care. Thanks again, and God bless.